Wild women, the ripping and the tearing. This is not
Alright, so we're back on the electric start xr400. I finally got a battery for it and decided where I'm going to put it. I wanted it in there, but this battery's just a little too big for there, so I got my brother to weld up this little battery box. It's a lot higher than what the previous guy had. I just got it tacked on the bolts or the nuts that hold that on there. I just basically stole these fender bolts and put them on the battery box instead. So I'm going to do a little bit of rewiring here to try to get my wires a little bit closer to the terminals here, and then maybe we'll get into the steering stem because it needs new steering stem bearings. Alright, so I got the battery all wired up. I was blowing fuses and I figured it out to be these light wires were touching on the oil cooler and grounding it out and blowing the fuse. But it works now. Well, start her up. Alright, so I've taken the front end apart, and the bearings that are in there are brand spanking new. They're just not packed properly, and all this stuff was loose. So I've tightened it, and I got no play now, and it turns nicely. I painted my battery box, and it's just drying. And also, while I was at it, I had the key just zip tied onto here, and that kind of looked tacky, so I made this, and it'll bolt right onto there, and the key clips into it really nice and snug. I'll show you here through the hole. Just haven't decided which way I want to put this on there yet, but it goes in there like that and then bolts on there. I just don't know if I want to put this silly little corner this way or this way. Probably the way I got it right now. So I'm gonna put this together, bolt it on, and then I'll show you what my battery box looks like. There, that's what the key switch looks like. So just on, off. It's pretty sturdy on there. It ain't gonna go anywhere. So that looks a lot better. Next, just gotta tape up these connectors a little bit better on this because it was grounding out, and I most likely need a new light bulb now because it's probably blown. So I'm gonna put that back on, and I'll show you the battery box. Okay, so here's my battery box. It's nothing pretty looking, but it works. I've welded these things on both sides, and that allows me to bolt it up to those holes there, which also hold the fender. It sits in there like that. It also gets held on by the fender too. Well, the fender gets held or hooked onto here, and then it helps hold the helps hold the fender in place and holds this battery box up in place. So I'm gonna assemble the rear end here and then put the tank on. I got the front all back together. I wish I had the little white piece there, but unfortunately I don't. So it is what it is. So I'll put the tank on and I'll put the rest of the seat and stuff back on. And then we can, then it should be ready for a ride. So I was having an issue with wiring here. This fuse kept blowing every time I plugged the headlight in, and then tried to turn the key on for power. And I pulled everything, all the wiring rat's nest out that the previous owner has made, checking for broken wires or wires with missing coating on it. And I've got those all covered up now, and it's still blowing bulbs, or not bulbs, fuses. So I took a headlight off of one of those other bikes over there and plugged it in, and it would work. And then so I put that one back on and flicked the high-low beam switch to low and stopped blowing it. So what I've come to the conclusion of is this bulb's a high-low beam bulb, and I think the high beam side is blown up on it, and that would cause that fuse to blow out. So I'm going to order a new high-low beam bulb for one of these, for 40X I mean, and that should fix my problem. But for now I'm going to tuck all this wire in and tuck all that wire in, clean it up, and then I can get it out for a ride. I'm gonna try to get it out, put it on video when you're riding it. Don't really have a camera set up to do that, but maybe I'll just put my trusty tripod here out at the road and do a couple drive-bys for you and show it running. But for now I'm gonna get all this wire tucked back in and taped up.
Something's gonna bring the change.
Alright, you got it on?
I got it on.
Alright, so everything's all back together. I had to weld my shifter back on because it broke off again, but that's something we'll fix later on. I'll have to tear the whole motor apart to fix it, but not a big deal. So I should just fire up with this button here.
Now we're gonna ride it.
He broke it now. It's cute that he thinks he can do a wheelie. Alright, so that's the xr400 electric start video. Thanks for watching.